George Kilpatrick Inspiration for the Nation, celebrating people we feel good about. Katrina DeLee is the president of Shades of Inspiration. So let's find out what they're all about. They got a big gala coming up at the end of the month, October 26th. Do I have that date right?
The 28th.
28th. 28th. Let's get it right. And we'll hear all about that. But first, Katrina, thanks for coming on. Tell me about Shades of Inspiration.
Shades of Inspiration is a breast cancer support group. We normally deal with women and men that's dealing with breast cancer, but now we're reaching out a little bit more and working with all women and men that's dealing with cancer. We have a breast cancer meeting the second Wednesday of every month. We also give out gift bags to newly diagnosed patients. And in that gift bag, we have journals, a pink Bible, all kind of information, health information about organizations that could help them while they're dealing with their cancer.
Tell me how this particular group got started. I know you have a particular interest.
Yes. Well, I'm a survivor. This year right here, I'll be 19 years cancer free. So a bunch of women, we got together and we were sitting in one of the members now kitchen, which is Benita. We used to meet in her kitchen just to fellowship and just talk. And after a while, Annette Briggs was like, well, we should be a support group. And, and from that day, started out in Benita's kitchen. Now we have our own office down at the Southside Innovation Center. So we are reaching out to a lot more women, and their families and husbands and kids, because this C word is awful, but it's not a death sentence if we go and get tested early.
For Black women in particular, though, it can be if you're not diagnosed early. That's why it's important, right?
Yes, it's very important for African American women, brown women, Latino women to get tested early. If you feel something or you don't feel right, make sure you go to your doctors. One thing about us women, Black women, don't like to go to the doctors because some of us are scared to find out if something is wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But if you go early enough, you can get it detected and you can live a long life.
Not only scared to talk about what's wrong and don't want to talk about it with anybody else if they even know something is wrong, right? You hear a lot of people that wanted to keep it to themselves. They didn't want to tell anybody. And some of those folks survived, but then some haven't.
Right. And, we back in the days, it was always taught in our household, you don't talk about what goes on, and so like you said, everything is a hush hush. But what I say is your story can help someone else, because if they see that you went through it and you beat it, that helps them more. And that's why I said we should talk about it more, get the word out, spread the word, and let them know that it doesn't have to be a death sentence for you.
Is this support group particularly focused on Black and brown women in particular?
Yeah, we started out that way, but now, we're reaching out to everyone because, everyone needs that support. And, with Shades, the difference with us and any other support group, we're available 24 hours. So if you feel bad, like at 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, you can call that number. And if most of the time I don't answer or someone else doesn't answer, we'll get right back to you. So we're not a 9-to-5 organization.
And what is that number, by the way? Let's let people know what it is.
It's 315-863-3155. Again, 315-863-3155.
And so you got a big gala coming up on October the 28th at Drumlins, which is on Nottingham Road in Syracuse. Tell us all about it.
Yes, our gala is going to, like you said, it's going to be October the 28th. Cocktail hours from 6 to 7. And then the gala starts right after that. That's one of our biggest fundraisers. And we want the women to be able to come out, enjoy themselves, dress up, look nice and beautiful how they are, and stuff. So with raising that fundraiser, that gives us the money to be able to purchase these bags and purchase these Bibles and gift cards to give to the women that are dealing with breast cancer. And one thing about our organization, the money that we raise, it stays here in the community. It's not for research. It's to be able to help the women and their families and the men and their families deal with cancer.
Yeah, you talk about the men in the families. How do you support men? I mean, obviously they could get breast cancer, but not as frequent as with women. But how are you supporting men?
Well, with the men, like you said, they can get breast cancer, but even if they got prostate cancer, we're there to talk to them, to let them know that it's not a death sentence, and that, we can be that to support for them and to help their wives understand what they're going through versus even with the husband to understand what the wife is going through when they're dealing with cancer.
And so uh, for your organization, it's not just breast cancer, but it's the main focus has been breast cancer.
Yes, the main focus has been breast cancer because that's how it started out. All the women had breast cancer, and then we started getting women that was coming on board that didn't have cancer and just had somebody that they know that dealt with breast cancer, or they lost someone to breast cancer. And so that's how we kind of started out. But now we know that there's a much greater need for all women that's dealing with different types of cancer because I know that walk, being scary and not having no one to talk to 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning because I was so afraid that, I wasn't going to wake up if I went to sleep, So we have those fears, when you're dealing with cancer.
So you got the help you needed early?
I had a mammogram, and when I had my mammogram, they told me that I had very dense breasts, so they'll see me in 6 months. But I found my lump myself, and I called my family doctor, and they got me into a surgeon, and it went from there. But it was because I started like checking my breasts more often, once they told me my breast was very dense. And when I found that lump from how did I say August to October, it had grew to be the size of a golf ball.
Isn't that? But that's because you were diligent and you checked it because,
Yes.
um, like I said, this is it shouldn't be deadly in black women, but if it's not detected early, it can be, and so that's why
Yes.
we want to make sure we sound the alarm, particularly for black women. And it is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Hello,
Yes, it
so
is.
this
Yes, it
is
is.
obviously why you're doing your event. So tell us about where people can get tickets and how much they are, and your website, I guess.
Yes, you can go on our website and you can purchase tickets through Eventbrite, and the tickets are $85. But also, you can call our cell phone, that phone number that I gave you, the 315-863-3155, and we can get tickets to you.
And I know you're also looking for people who you would want to support the organization through digital
Yes.
ads and things of that nature.
Yes, we have where you can get your business through the ad, like we said, digital ads and stuff like that. And it's sponsorship and everything is, if you go on the website, everything is listed right there
What
for
is
you.
what's the website?
Contact us at shadesofinspiration.org.
Shades of Inspiration. Well, that's how they get a hold of you, but then the website is shadesofinspiration.org.
Yes, it's contact us at shadesofinspiration.org.
Okay, great. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Well, what's one success story you want to share with us?
Um, I think the success story that I would really want to share is that if I could help just 1 or 2 women just to be that support to them, that really makes me very happy because I want to be able to help all women. I want all women to see that they are beautiful. They can be beautiful with hair or without hair because you see I'm rocking a bald head and
All
stuff,
right.
and is not is because of choice, but also because like sometimes with us women our hair doesn't really grow back like it should.
Mm-hmm.
But if I could just help 1 or 2 women just to be that person to listen to for them, if they want to talk, I can listen to them and let them tell me how they feel. And I can make them feel, a whole lot better by just talking to them and encouraging them to let them know that life is not the end right here. We can push through this if we get ourselves detected early enough.
All right, Katrina DeLee, president of Shades of Inspiration. Shades of Inspiration has their gala on October 28th at the Drumlins Country Club, Nottingham Road in Syracuse, DeWitt, right there on the edge. And
Yes.
I would say Drumlins is in Syracuse, right? Um, and so enjoy event and supporting these sisters that are making a difference, who are making themselves available to you 24/7. What's that number
Yes.
one more time?
315-863-3155.
Contact us at shadesofinspiration.org. Thank you so much, Katrina.
Thank you for having me.
Inspiration for the nation.